Let me tell you a story.
So you're Mike Cesario, and you've got an idea to sell the most boring product on earth, water. You're up against billion-dollar industry giants. Your product? It's not any healthier. Your distribution is non-existent, and you want to charge a premium for it. So how do you compete? Well, you don't sell water. You sell something else.
Let me explain.
This is your typical bottled water aisle. There is nothing but blue labels, mountains, wellness. Everyone's advertising purity. But that's
Boring!
You want something more exciting and risky. Something that gives people a sense of rebellion and identity. But how do you pitch rebellion to an industry that prides itself on being safe? It sounds impossible, until it isn't. Enter liquid death.
Liquid death? This isn't your grandfather's water.
Murder your thirst.
Guys want to drink some liquid death.
Liquid death?
With liquid death, you take every traditional marketing rule and flush it down the toilet. No yoga poses, no pH levels talk, and definitely no plastic blue bottles. Instead, you lean into tribal marketing. You start by crafting a rebellious image around liquid death, kind of like a rock star that everyone wants to hang out with.
Yes, it's Murder Man, the hero with murderous superhuman abilities.
It's loud, unapologetic, and a little dangerous. While everyone else spends millions on slow-motion waterfall commercials, you make a low-budget video where you break the fourth wall.
Hi, I'm a professional actor.
Mock all the stereotypical water brands.
For years, a bunch of marketing boys have tricked you into thinking that water is just some girly drink.
And call out every cliche in the book.
Just look at all the cute brand names in dainty little bottles.
But this isn't just a video, it's a message to the tribe you're building. You're now rallying a group of people who share your sense of awareness, your taste in music, your dark humour, and your rejection of fake corporate branding. You're looking them in the eye and say,
You can trust me.
that's what tribal marketing really is. It's not about demographics, age, or gender. It's about values, beliefs, a shared sense of identity. And when a brand gives people that, it stops being a product and starts becoming a movement. That is the strategy you crafted for Liquid Death. Because once they feel like they belong to the tribe, they start doing the marketing for you.
Am I gonna die? I'm getting liquid death tattooed on my neck.
But this wasn't just about getting a bunch of people to share memes and do your marketing for free. This is a strategy backed by real results. Brands that lean into tribal marketing have seen up to 85% sales growth and 25% higher profit margins. So in your first year, you generated a revenue of $3 million. But here's the thing, in order to say you're different, you had to look different.
If you don't like what is being said, change the conversation.
In the world of bottled water, there are unspoken rules. Blue, plastic, and polite. So you broke every one of them. You show up with a tallboy can that looks like it belongs at a metal concert. You're making a statement using packaging psychology. Dark colours, bold typography, and striking illustrations. These are the ingredients of a recipe designed to grab the attention, stand out on store shelves, and naturally appeal to a more adventurous audience. It looks like an energy drink or a beer. And that's the point. You're signalling this isn't for everyone. It's for the bold, the misfits, the ones tired of being marketed to like children. You know that your packaging has to be a conversation starter because 40% of consumers will post it on social media if it's unique.
What have you got there? Liquid death? Yeah. Good God, what a name for a drink.
But it also has to signal quality, since 70% of buying decisions happen right at the shelf. Even the material needs to say something about who you are, which is why you chose aluminum, recyclable, sustainable, and bold. But using an aluminum can is serving yet another purpose. It lets you start a war.
Okay, here we go.
By now, you made it clear you're not in the water business. You're in the revolution business.
We have murder your thirst and death to plastic.
Big companies like Coke and Pepsi continue to produce billions of plastic bottles each year. But why?
Plastic is everywhere, choking our oceans, piling up in landfills, strangling the planet. But you're not here to just complain about it. You're here to change it and use it as a weapon for your marketing. After all, 86% of consumers think brands should take a stand on social issues. So you start taking action. Not with empty slogans, but with facts they can't ignore.
Plastic has never actually been economically viable to recycle.
But aluminum?
Aluminum cans are infinitely recyclable. It's actually the only material that really gets recycled.
Over 75% of it ever produced is still in use. It's the material that keeps giving back. You make this the backbone of your Death to Plastic campaign.
Cutie polluties, you're my best friends. Plastic garbage may have killed you, but our fun never ends.
It's not just a hashtag, it's a war cry. You've got a mission now, and it's bigger than just murdering thirst. It's about ending plastic pollution, and people can't help but get behind that.
So join me and Liquid Death in our mission to bring death to plastic. Come on, don't f*** the planet.
Man, she looks familiar.
Mike turned water, the blandest product imaginable, into a $1.4 billion cult brand.
$1.4 billion, that is double the $700 million valuation.
Not bad for a beverage company that puts water in cans.
He did it not by talking about features, or health benefits, or hydration levels, but by tapping into identity. He had a flag people could rally behind, and he planted it loud and proud. Liquid Death's blueprint is simple. Break the rules. Design a brand that can't be ignored and stand for something people can rally behind. Because today, marketing isn't about being the best option on the shelf. It's about being the only one that feels made for them.
As a result, the way we think, the way we act, the way we communicate is from the outside in. It's obvious. We go from the clearest thing to the fuzziest thing. But the inspired leaders, regardless of their size, regardless of their industry, all think, act, and communicate from the inside out.
So if you ever want people to care about your brand, stop selling a product, speak their language, and start selling them a point of view.